Hey everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown tutorial, and this particular tutorial deals with the Druid archetype, the Circle of the Moon. Now the Circle of the Moon is a strong, very strong Druid archetype. It involves wild shape, and what it does is it just increases on the already strong wild shape that you're going to get for the baseline Druid. Now for the baseline Druid, you're going to see that you get a multitude of spells, levels 1 to level 9. You're going to get cantrips. Your proficiency bonus up will increase from 2 to +6. You're going to get other things like ability score improvements. You're going to be able to raise your stats. You're going to get Timeless Body. You're going to get beast spells. You're going to get Arc Druid. But at level 2, you're going to get to choose one of 2 Druid circles. Now this Druid circle is the Circle of the Moon. Druids of the Circle of the Moon are fierce guardians of the wilds. Their order gathers under the full moon to share news and trade warnings. They haunt the deepest parts of the wilderness, where they might go for weeks on end before crossing paths with another human creature, let alone another Druid. Changeable as the moon, a Druid of the Circle might prowl as a great cat one night, soar over the treetops as an eagle the next day, or crash through the undergrowth in bear form to drive off a trespassing monster. The wild is in the Druid's blood. So the Circle of the Moon, self-explanatory right there. It adjusts on your wild shape, and it does a lot of good things to that great class feature. Now, when you choose this, Druid Circle, you're going to get combat wild shape. This is probably the bread and butter of wild shape. This is where you gain the ability to use wild shape on your turn as a bonus action rather than being an action, because baseline Druid you have to use an action. So when you choose, the wild shape archetype, Circle of the Moon, it will now take it from an action, put it to a bonus action for you. Now also, this is the most crazy skill. You're basically, while you are transformed by wild shape, you can use a bonus action every round, as long as you have one, a bonus action to expend one spell, basically a spell slot, to regain 1d8 hit points depending on the spell level slot that you're expending. So if you're a higher level Druid and you can expend a 5th level spell slot, then as a bonus action you can heal yourself for 5d8 hit points while you are in wild shape form in the beast of your choice. Crazy. And the Druid is going to have a ton of spell slots to their disposal, so you're not going to run out of healing anytime soon. So you're going to be super tough to kill in your beast form. Now you're also going to get circle forms, and the rights of your circle grant you the ability to transform into more dangerous animal forms. So when you hit level 2, you're going to get baseline wild shape, and this is only going to let you transform into, as you can see here, a max creature rating of 1/4. And of course you're going to have your limitations. But with this feature that a circle forms, you're going to ignore that, and now instead of 1/4, you're going to be able to transform into a creature that is a challenge rating of 1. But take into consideration, you still have to abide by the other limitations like speed and water movement up to, I believe it's level 4 and then level 8, and then that restriction will be totally taken off of that, and you'll be able to do whatever you want. Now, starting at 6th level, you'll be able to transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as your Druid level divided by 3, rounding down. So an example is, if you are level 9, you're going to be able to transform into a challenge rating 3 creature, a beast. As long as it has the beast tag on it, you'll be able to transform into a challenge rating 3 beast at level 9. Circle forms coupled on top with combat wild shape, wow, 2 of the most strongest class features in the game at level 2 right there. You're also going to get Primal Strike. This is level 6, and this is when your attacks in beast form count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. Another very strong archetype, Primal Strike. So now your claw slashes or your bites, they count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances and immunities and stuff. Really nice, really strong. Next, you're going to get, this is nice too, you're going to get Elemental Wild Shape at level 10. So, remember, when you get Wild Shape, you can only use it twice a day. Now, if you have 2 uses of this, when you're level 10, you can expend both uses of Wild Shape at the same time to transform into an Air Elemental, an Earth Elemental, a Fire Elemental, or a Water Elemental. And if you have the monster manual, or if you do not have the monster manual, those elementals that I just named, the air, earth, fire, and water, they are challenge rating 5 creatures. So, wow, the 1/3 Druid level rule out the window at level 10. But you have to use Elemental Wild Shape, and you can only transform into those 4 elementals, which that's all that's in the monster manual anyway. So, really strong. You get to you get to change into CR5 creatures. Really nice. Last but not least is 1,000 Forms. And 1,000 Forms means you have learned to use magic to alter your physical form in more subtle ways. You can cast the alter spell at will. That's why it's called 1,000 Forms, because alter will lets you basically do whatever you want and create any kind of form that you want. Meaning you can have aquatic type of abilities, you can be a bipedal, you can be a quadrupedal, you can have claw attacks, you can have bite attacks. You basically create your own form as long as you stay into the guidelines of the spell. It has guidelines for damage, other things like flying, swimming, well, not flying but swimming. It's a really powerful spell, and that is 1,000 Forms, and hey, you get to use it at will. Really nice. So there you go, everybody. I strongly suggest playing Circle of the Moon. It is a very, very strong Druid class archetype. Really nice. I'm definitely going to play one myself. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, if you want to try one of these Circle of the Moons Druids, I have 840 character sheets from level 1 to level 20, every class, every archetype, on 3-page PDF format downloads. Take them to your game and try them out. So thank you guys again, and I appreciate it. Have a good time rolling crits. See you, everybody.